The periodic table is used in almost every science class today. It was created by Dmitri Mendeleev in the 1800s. He arranged the elements in order of increasing mass and by changes in physical and chemical properties. There are currently 114 known elements, with spaces left empty for elements that have not yet been discovered. Henry Moseley arranged the elements by increasing atomic number, which is how they are arranged today. Today, you will discover various parts to the periodic table by labeling and coloring your periodic table. Remember, you can pause the video if you need more time to color your periodic table. The first thing you want to do is number your groups, or your vertical columns, 1 through 18. Each group has elements containing similar properties. Each group also contains the same number of valence electrons. The valence electrons are the electrons in the outermost energy level. You can tell how many electrons are in a group by looking at the group number. For example, Group 1 has 1 valence electron. Group 2 has 2 valence electrons. Groups 3 through 18 are treated slightly differently. Groups 3 through 12 have no easy trick to figure out valence electrons. You must find the electron configuration for those elements. We will save that for another lesson. Groups 13 through 18 do offer a trick to help you figure out the number of valence electrons. In order to find the valence electrons, you simply cover up the number 1 in the group, and the remaining number is the number of valence electrons that that group of elements contain. For example, Group 13 you cover up the 1 and the number 3 remains. The remaining 3 is the number of valence electrons for that group. Let's try another. Group 18 you cover up the number 1 and the number 8 remains, indicating the group contains 8 valence electrons. In addition to valence electrons, some groups have special names and properties. The next thing you want to draw on your periodic table is the staircase. The staircase separates the metals and nonmetals. The metals are on the left of the staircase and the nonmetals are on the right of the staircase. If you ever forget which side is which, just look for oxygen and remember you are constantly breathing it in. And certainly you don't breathe in metals, so it must be a nonmetal. Next, you want to color the elements touching the stairs green. These are metalloids. Metalloids have properties of both metals and nonmetals. They can be shiny or dull, malleable or ductile. They can conduct heat and electricity better than nonmetals, but still can be used as a metal. The next special elements are your halogens. These are in group 17 and you want to color them purple. The halogens have 7 valence electrons and can only bond with group 1 elements. The next special group of elements are your noble gases. These are in group 18 and you want to color them yellow. The noble gases are unreactive because they have 8 valence electrons and are stable and will not bond with others. They are always by themselves. Next are your alkali metals. These are located in group 1 and you want to color them red. Group 1 elements are very reactive, soft, shiny, and can violently react with water. They are often combined with other elements. Immediately next to your alkali metals are your alkaline earth metals. These are located in group 2 and should be colored orange. Your alkaline earth metals are very hard, dense, and strong. They have a much higher melting point than your alkali metals. Now we are going to jump back to the right side of the staircase. You want to color the remaining elements pink. These elements are your non-metals and are brittle, poor conductors of electricity, dull, and have a low melting point and low density. Now we are going to jump back to the left side of the stairs and color the remaining of the special metals blue. These metals are very reactive and good conductors of heat and electricity. Finally, you want to color the special transition metals gray. These are located in groups 3 through 12 in the bottom 2 rows on the periodic table. The transition metals are much less reactive than the other metals and are commonly used for jewelry, plumbing, electrical wiring, and more. You have now colored the periodic table and identified many special groups and properties. Use this periodic table as we continue to study the periodic table, bonding, and more. Don't lose this so you can use it on your quizzes and tests.